It gives me an immense pleasure to welcome you all on this occasion of celebration of International Nurses Day under the theme Nurses, a Voice to Lead, Invest in Nursing and Respect Rights to Secure Global Health. The International Nurses Day is celebrated to pay the tribute to the nurses and in the memory of Florence Nightingale, the founder of modern nursing. Indeed, the nurses are the beating heart of our healthcare system. Now, this is for nurses. You are an angel who watches our health and brings relief to patients who often find themselves without comfort. Your tireless work with commitment and zeal during COVID-19 pandemic will be remembered by one and all. We salute those nurses and all the healthcare workers who tirelessly worked and laid down their lives in saving mankind from the pandemics, especially COVID-19. Now, one of the important aspects in the nursing profession is the lamp lighting ceremony, which is an auspicious occasion in every nurse's life, held in reverence of Florence Nightingale, the Lady with Lamp. The lamp lighting ceremony formally recognizes the student's entry into the nursing profession. Here, the light not only symbolizes knowledge, which removes ignorance and is lasting wealth, by which lots could be achieved, but it also signifies the enlightenment, experience, hope, love, etc.
I welcome you all to the South Campus, and I believe and hopeful that the presence of the guests will definitely inspire and encourage nursing students of our campus in shaping their future. We are celebrating an International Nurses Day 2022. The main objective of this day is to honor the founder of modern nursing, Florence Nightingale, on her birth anniversary and to inspire nursing fraternity. Florence Nightingale, known as Lady with the Lamp, was a special reformer and an statistician by training, and she played a great role in nursing profession. The theme of this year's International Nursing Day was chosen as Nurses, a Voice to Lead, Invest in Nursing and Respect Rights to Secure Global Health. It signifies the need to protect, support and invest in nursing profession to strengthen health systems around the world. Our nursing faculty is doing its best to invest on this profession through teaching and training. There is no doubt about it that nurses are amongst most respected of all of our professions. I personally congratulate young and budding students who have chosen nursing as a profession, and I am confident about the young women and men undertaking their nursing education today. I believe the nursing profession is a noble profession due to its role in the society. We had witnessed their hardships and dedication during COVID-19 pandemic. Even the relatives of the patients were not ready to handle their own ones. But we must salute all those health workers together with the doctors who had played a key role and were front runners during those tough times. It is not only the patient care which is important for these nurses. What is more important, how we as a society can work for their personal and fundamental rights, their protection, and that in turn will help us to get their services in an accommodative and efficient manner. I hope and pray that under the active guidance and support of our worthy Vice-Chancellor, our campus may attain new heights and the Institute of Nursing will emerge as one of the leading professional institutes in the country.
It is really a proud privilege to be with you today again on this International Nursing Day, which has given us again a chance to come to the South Campus along with our new Honorable Vice-Chancellor Prof Nilofer. She was very curious, and she was from the day she joined as new Honorable Vice-Chancellor of University of Kashmir, she was very particular to visit particularly the offsite campuses. We have already visited North Campus. Today, this day gave us an opportunity to be with you today in the morning. In fact, International Nursing Day, I where we have experts probably from other colleges also will speak on the particular importance of this day. But I have always found the tireless and invaluable services of nurses, which are very noble and humble. Particularly, we have seen the importance of such human resource in Kashmir, and not only in Kashmir, in India and all over the world, particularly during the COVID times, which the earlier speakers were telling that the times when your son, when your brother, when your father and when your mother, they leave you to the mercy of God, but the nurses were there, the doctors were there, particularly the nurses would take due care of the COVID patients, and rightly spoken by Professor Tariq Saab that the nurses who have died during this process, they are martyrs, they are real shaheed is what we call. Coming to the South Campus, we at University of Kashmir always support our outside campuses, particularly under the mandate of University Grants Commission, where we have the access, equity and excellence component to be taken care. And under this access component, we have opened this outside campus to cater to the demands and needs of students who live in the south and also in the Valley of Kashmir or outside the Valley of Kashmir, but mostly it was established under the access component, where it was required to cater to the requirements of students who live in south, so that they won't be troubled, they won't suffer to come to the main campus or to the Srinagar city for their higher education, which will ultimately lead us to a less dropout rates at higher education level, particularly of the girls students, which have been seen that at higher education level, the girls, they are mostly drop out their education as and when they go to the higher education classes. So I hope that this campus is already taking care of that component. But what we have established, particularly this nursing college, now it is a new building which we have established here at South Campus. So we want to develop this, particularly the nursing college, into a paramedical institute. It is by the name, it is also already a paramedical institute, but at present we are only catering the services, we are giving the education of nurses, but there are n number of courses which are to be taught in the paramedical courses. Hopefully we will, in the coming years, we will go with those courses also.
Dear students, faculty of the campus, at the outset I congratulate everyone because I have often visited this campus, and I can see how this campus has developed, although I will definitely make a round. But in the first instance, the view which I had seen before and the view which I see now, it has developed, and it has developed the first instance what I can see infrastructure wise. I'm sure that there has been lots of effort put up by our registrar and the former Vice-Chancellor Professor Talat and other officers of the administration, the director of the South Campus, in developing this South Campus. And I tell you, this is one of the important campus of our university, and it's our duty to see that it develops, and it develops in a right perspective. Speaking today about the Nursing Day, I must say that it's one of the most noble profession, that's nursing. My observation is, doctors and nurses, they work, hand in hand with each other, and if one backup is not there, the other backup is incomplete. We observe whenever, God forbid, there's any emergency and we go to hospitals, we see that at the first instance, who attends to the emergency. It's the nurses taking your blood pressure, seeing your fever, and seeing the other parameters. It's the nurses who do it. And believe me, who all took oath today. It's one of the best profession that you have chosen. I congratulate Gausia for securing second position in the valley. I'm sure that Gausia and her other friends, they will excel, and there's no dearth of jobs. आप यहाँ से निकलेंगे campus से, you all will be absorbed and will get good jobs. I'm sure that the training which you have received, the academic discourse which you have received in this particular institute, you will all utilize it and bring a name to our university and bring a name to this campus. When I talk about, seeing the infrastructure and other facilities of our own nursing institute over here, as the other speaker said, there's great role of Dr. Zari. I have seen him, how tirelessly he worked for this particular campus. Even late night he would fill in the form, send it to Nursing Council of India. It's our duty at the University of Kashmir to see that this institute works successfully and it becomes one of the model institute of nursing in our own valley. Even today, when as Dean Colleges, I have told each and every nursing college I have inspected, I still tell you honestly, this is one of the best infrastructure of nursing college which we have in our own campus. But definitely there's a scope to improve it, and we'll definitely improve it so that they further receive more training. My registrar was telling me that our students went even to Delhi for the training. Anything, anywhere you want to go for the training, we'll definitely do it. Wherever you want to learn experience, wherever you want to gain training, we'll definitely do it and send you to the relevant quarters to receive the training. My advice to my younger generation is only that with dedication, with full zest, with full commitment, no doubt in whatever course you are pursuing, be committed to your course, because it's a very short period where you have to work hard. Then, everything is unlimited for you if you excel. And believe me, the person who excels, there's no limitation for that person. Jobs खुद ही उनके पास आ जाते हैं if you really excel, because tomorrow you have to face interviews with your other colleagues, with your other friends. So definitely there are some parameters where we assess the candidates, how best the candidate is. So my advice is, आप अपनी extra curricular activities में भी आप part लें, but your studies are very important. We have developed this campus as our registrar already said that this facility is for the people of Anantnag, and it is for the people of Anantnag. You see how difficult it is to commute to the main campus of University of Kashmir in this hustle bustle where the traffic jams are there. So आप realize करिए that this is really an asset for you people to gain knowledge in this campus.
We, with privilege, can claim that this is one of the best nursing colleges we have in the Valley of Kashmir. The information that I have been receiving from different quarters is worth appreciation. And as you all know, that in the medical science stream, as was rightly pointed out by Dr. Tariq Saab, the role of a nurse is sometimes comparable to the role that is played by a doctor. You might have heard many things about the different medical professions, but I have been involved in different aspects of same theme, but as a botanist. I work on herbal medicine. And I have also learned that a person who quoted what is referred to as Hippocratic oath was a naturalist. That is basically recited as and when a person completes doctorate in the medical sciences, and he has to recite that oath to perform as a doctor to take care of the diseases of different patients who approach him or her and seek help in terms of recovering from that disease. As far as my personal opinion about nurses is concerned, during last 3 months I have faced some problems, and I have seen in, be it the district hospital, be it the hospitals of different reputes, the role of a nurse is literally comparable to role of a family member. We usually find that in majority of the hospitals, the doctors have a tight schedule. They may not be able to visit the rooms and wards to attend the patients, but attendants usually seek opinions and try to seek advice also from the nurses as to what can be the remedial measure to overcome what a pain or other problems a patient is suffering from. And during the last 3 months I faced certain problems. I have seen that the role of a nurse is sometimes comparable to the role of a doctor, and they advise us exactly what the remedial measures, what the protective measures one has to follow. And the language they use, the sober language they use, the sober attitude they have towards the attendants as well as towards the patients is worth appreciation. And always we have seen that sometimes patients try to talk to them for a longer duration. They feel that once they talk to a nurse, talk to an attendant, they perhaps are getting more and more relieved from the pains and sufferings they face. That depicts that the sober attitude of a nurse, sober and caring attitude of a nurse can help a patient to recover in a much better and smoother way as compared to if the attitude of that attendant is not as good as the attitude of the nurse. So your role is essentially almost comparable to a caretaker family member in the hostel, because in the hostel patient is accompanied by just one attendant, and that attendant is not allowed to stay with the patient in the vicinity of that bed. The nurse, every time a patient suffers from any pain or any problems, the attendant calls a nurse to begin with, then the doctors, and those nurses in turn guide not only the patient but also the attendant as to what can be done. Your role in the present world of stress is perhaps at par with the role of a doctor. What was rightly mentioned by Tariq Sahab in the beginning, what we faced in the COVID pandemic, from the first day itself, all nurses and all doctors were exposed to the risk of their life right from the first day itself and even now. And despite that, the attitude of nurses and doctors is worth appreciation, because we are now claiming that we have almost been able to control that COVID pandemic completely. But we have to be cautious, as was rightly pointed out by Dr. Tariq Sahab. We have to be cautious even now, and in that cautiousness, your role is more suitable because you are directly in touch with the patients and attendants.
Nurses form the backbone of every health system. If the nurses' status is good, the health institution will rise above the horizons. Our nurses are none less than anybody, and they have stood the test of time. Let it be the turmoil, let it be the floods, let it be any other eventuality or calamity, our nurses have come to the occasion and they have delivered their best. COVID-19 gave a new dimension to this nursing profession. When the whole world was shivering with the name of novel coronavirus, it's our nurses who came to the forefront without caring for themselves, without caring for their families, and they have depicted the best of their medical ethics, and their name will be written beyond the horizons of this universe. There are few who died during their endeavors, and they died as martyrs. This nation will remember all their life. Regarding the working of the nursing institution in this college, we are proud to have the best of the students from this institution. They are coming to our college and hospital for nursing training, and we find them one of the best, and they will do much better in future. Regarding the nursing colleges which are affiliated to us, presently we have only one college where 3 batches are working, but we are fortunate enough that 3 schools have been affiliated to Government Medical College Anantnag, that include Kolgam, Shopian and Pulwama, and we are very soon recruiting faculty for them and we'll start BSc nursing courses in all the 3 colleges only this year. And I request Professor Nilofer Khan for her support in this endeavor. And for their job opportunities, there's no dearth of jobs for the students and those who have graduated. I wish you all success. My warm wishes from Government Medical College, our faculty and nurses. I wish you best of luck and best of future for all your life. Thank you.